that true? We all pass judgment. And 9 times out of 10, when you pass a judgment, it's a negative concept, correct? Well, I passed a judgment on a very lovely lady. I was invited to Washington, D.C. to perform at the Kennedy Center for some kind of award presentation. When I got there, the stage manager of the show asked me to go into the green room. He said, I need to be quiet in this room because the noise from this room can travel onto the stage. Now, I myself have never seen noise travel. They say this stuff happens, I go along with it. I go into the green room, and in the green room is a woman. She's in a wheelchair. She's a quadriplegic. My first judgment I passed upon her was, my gosh, what kind of a life is this? She can't move. She can't walk. She can't talk. She has nothing to contribute to society. In 5 seconds or less, I had this woman pegged for death, me. But me being who I am, I went up to her and I said, hi, how are you? She started to open her eyes. At first, I was taken back. I was like, oh, crap, where did I start now? Hello, how are you? And she started to open her eyes really wide. When her eyes got really wide, her assistant came by, and she said, when she opens her eyes, it means yes. When she closes her eyes, it means no. I said, great, I spent my whole life learning how to read lips, and I got to go to school for some freaking eyelids over here. When I said that, the woman in the wheelchair started to laugh. It was a horrendous sound. It was this, But to me, it was the most beautiful sound I ever heard. I realized right then and there, I can communicate with her. Now, what better person to tell all your jokes to than somebody who cannot heckle you? So here you have Ruth and I in the middle of this green room, and all you can hear is this, I go, come on, Ruth, let's get some dancing shoes on. Let's get out of here. And she's, Stage manager screaming, get that deaf broad away from the quad. That night, Ruth received an award. She wrote 2 top-selling books with a blink of an eye. With today's technology, she too has a computer. It's called a wood board. They hook it up to the chest. The wire goes to the eyelids. She sees the letters she wants when they blink. She blinks her eyes, it goes into the computer. 2 top-selling books. That night after the show, Ruth had a computer printout for me, and it said on it, thank you so much for making me laugh, but more than anything else, thank you for treating me as an equal to anyone else. Well, I took that piece of paper and I wrote on the back of it, and I handed it to her. I said, there, that's your bill for the entertainment. She changed history for people with disabilities. Ruth made a difference in the lives of thousands, and all she could do was blink her eye, and you're going to tell me you can't do something? All anybody ever wants out of life is to be treated with respect. But the only way you can treat somebody with respect is if you have it for yourself. Otherwise, you don't have the gift to give. It's that simple. Respecting one another is a gift that this universe needs right now. You are no good to anyone until you take care of this first. To love, honor, and respect. Ruth made a difference in the lives of thousands, and all she could do was blink her eyes. When was the last time you took note and inventory and the fact that your legs can get you from point A to point B? When was the last time you took inventory to see that your hands can take food from a plate and bring it to your mouth? When was the last time you realized you can go to the bathroom by yourself? Well, unless you're women, you go in pairs. I have yet to figure that one out. When was the last time that you looked in the mirror and said, thank you, God? Everything you will ever need is already within you.